Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there'd be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 185, NASDAQ down 37, S&P's down 17, gold contract up $1, trading at $1,725 an ounce. Silver up 16 cents at $32.65 an ounce. Platinum up $4 at $1,588 an ounce. Copper down 2 pennies at $3.44 a pound. Light sweet crude up 83 cents, trading at $86.20 a barrel. Bonds flat at $152.04. King dollar up 40 ticks at 81.18. Euro down up 29 at 127. Yen, big move in the yen out here today. Yen went up 84 ticks to 80.23. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look. And what do you have? Well, what you have is this, folks. When you take a look at the extension here, the A point on this, or the ABC that we're basically getting extended here, the A point is 1464. That was the high that was generated on the 17th of October. The B point is 1404. So what we had there is that you had a 61-point A to B structure. You came off the highs of the 1434, and you've gone down 80 points. So right now what you have, you are at a 1.3 down on the S&P. The Dow Industrials are at a 1.5 ABC structure on the way down. And if we take a look at the NASDAQ here, the NASDAQ, let's see. So the NASDAQ, what we did, the A point on this is the 3125. The B point is the 2961. So we had that was $60, and we are down 90 off that. So what the NASDAQ has done, the NASDAQ's done a 1.382 also. Volume-wise out here today, we did 793 million on the NYSE. We did a 2 billion on the NASDAQ. Now, if we go over and we take a look at the bond market, what we have with bonds is this. The USZ, the 30-year bond, she is trading. She had 342,000 contracts today. Now, this is where it's going to get really wild, and this is why. The bonds aren't backing off. You know, basically, I was looking to say, okay, bonds made their move, meaning they should be building some cars. Well, guess what? These bonds don't want to back off. They just closed this session over the high of the last swing point of September 4th. And that says, you know, the larger issue here is that we have a ABC structure on the way up and bonds that want to go to 161. And it's going to be how we hit the 154.17. We go to King Dollar. We look at King Dollar. What you have is this. Now, this market get toasted and roasted without King Dollar basically going up. So when King Dollar goes up, it's really, you just get out of the way. King Dollar, we're at 81.18. King Dollar backed off today. She rejected lower price. We go over gold now. Here, I'm going to show you. This is pretty intense here. Gold, folks, didn't move. You had a flat market on gold, but guess what? The equities got absolutely smoked. If we go over to Rheingold Resources, now, you know, we've been talking about Rheingold. I think Rheingold wants to, you know, get down to 95, 87. Bottom line, volume came out of it today, and it came out big time. We're taking a look at an Eagle. An Eagle, AEM. What you have with an Eagle out here is that she came down 82 cents. Not a huge amount, but expansion of volume. Gold Corp, expansion of volume on the way down. Expansion of volume, folks, on the gold equities right across the whole ball of wax. Now, let's go to the SPY, and we'll go through the S&P, the NASDAQ, and the Dow using the ETF structures. Okay, so this is what we have. We are at 135.92. You know, the extension is pretty, well, it's a 1.5. You did 179 million shares today. You're still going into 236 million shares. Your next swing point down here is the 133.03, and we're at 135.92. You know, we'll see whether the 135.78, you know, basically should have some support on it. If we go over and we take a look at, let me just look at the trend first. Between what's going on here, folks, is that the market, 136, the market's still not scared. And if the market doesn't get scared, folks, what ends up happening, okay, so we got a downtick. So, okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about the trend. We're going to talk a little bit about the tick. The reason being is this. Is that, now this was the first large downtick we got today. It's minus 1481. What you need to get a bounce in and a bottom in, folks, is that you need a second downtick. It has to be 70% of the first downtick, which that'd be considered that today to 1417. Simultaneously, what you'd like to see is, I'd like to see the 5-day trend. That's a short-term trading range, and that is not at levels that want to move a change of trend. Right now, we're still only 1.36 today. Then what you need is that you need a rejection of lower price. If we go over to the 3Qs, what you have with the 3Qs is that they were down 74 cents today. They did 61 million shares, and she's coming into, you know, 56 million. So, you know, the 3Qs can, it looks to me, it's pretty amazing that you can actually make a run right down to the very bottom of June. That's the way it's set up right now. Now, if you want to see something that's really deviant, and this is what it is, and this is where understanding technically how this thing happens, folks, is important. And what I'm talking about now is Facebook. So picture this. Today, Facebook got 777 million shares released that can be sold, okay? Well, guess what? Facebook went up $2.50. Now, let me walk you through this a little. Okay, there's two different things here with Facebook. We talked about this yesterday. You know, the deviance is that it had that high spike out there on the 24th, so that can go get tested. The second part is more important, and this is what it is. When you own an IPO, folks, in particular the 770 million that is owned by individuals out there, the day that it gets locked up, the way it works is this. Is that you still have to get your certificate, you have to change the certificate and get the restriction off the certificate. So I suspect that many of those folks that had the certificate, they'll go through the deal, and you know what? It takes a couple weeks. You know, there'll be other folks that have more connections that will be able to get it off quicker, but that restriction has to get off the certificate in order to get it back into your account, in order to sell it into the marketplace. And that's what I suspect had happened today in the Facebook deal. That's the way it's just set up. Some of the high volume stocks we had out here is that we had Facebook was up to 250. We had GE down 67. You had Citigroup off of $1.14. Let's go take a look at a few of those. JP Morgan, we'll pull up JP Morgan, see where JP Morgan is out here. Okay, so she's backing down, not that much volume. Big Blue, we take a look at Big Blue. Big Blue is going right after her lows. Big Blue had an expansion of volume. This equity went from 211 down to the 185. These swing points, well, in Big Blue, the swing point that is out there from July is game. That is game, and it's game in a big way. We go over and we take a look at ExxonMobil. She's going slightly lower. Inside the Dow Industrials, if we take a look inside the Dow, let's see if anything actually was... okay, so Cisco was the only stock in the green inside the Dow Industrials. BAC, let me go take a look at Bank of America. Oh, here comes the volume out of Bank of America. Bank of America down 34 cents. She's trading at $8.99. She was coming into a swing point with about 124 million. You did 195. That's saying BAC is going to go all the way back to the beginning of that swing point, which is 803. That's the way that is set up right now. We go take a look at Disney. What do we have with Disney out here? Yeah, Disney gapped away. She's going to go after a lower price again. A&F. This was pretty amazing. Abercrombie and Fitch, folks. And that was up $10, or up, looks to me like about 33%. Pretty amazing. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We hit the Dow down 185, NASDAQ off 37, S&P's off 17. We're going to be right back.